It was supposed to be a quiet night. Emily had just returned to her childhood home after years of being away. Her parents had gone on vacation, leaving her alone for the weekend. It was a large house, old and filled with memories of her youth. She'd always hated the attic and the strange sounds it made, but tonight she didn't mind. She was here to relax, to unwind. After settling in, she decided to take a long, relaxing bath. The water was warm, and the dim lighting made the house feel cozy, almost like it used to be. She stepped out of the tub and wrapped herself in a towel, heading to her old room. The mirror on the wall was the same as it had always been. A large, full-length mirror with a dark wooden frame. She stood before it, brushing her hair, lost in thought. As she ran the brush through her hair, she noticed something odd. Her reflection seemed off. At first it was subtle, just a slight delay in her movements. When she moved the brush to the right, her reflection moved just a fraction of a second later. She frowned, but shrugged it off. It was probably the lighting, or just her mind playing tricks. But then it happened again. She lifted her arm to tuck her hair behind her ear, and for a brief moment, the reflection didn't follow. It stayed frozen, staring back at her with an expression that wasn't hers. Emily's stomach tightened, and she stepped closer to the mirror, squinting at her reflection. Her face was blank, lifeless. It wasn't the relaxed, tired expression she had on. It was colder, hollow, almost as if the person in the mirror wasn't her at all. Suddenly, the reflection smiled. A wide, chilling grin spread across its face, the kind of smile that made her skin crawl. But Emily hadn't smiled. She gasped, stepping back, her heart pounding. The reflection continued to smile, eyes locked onto hers. The smile grew wider, unnaturally wide, until it seemed as though it was stretching beyond what was possible. "Who are you?" Emily whispered, her voice trembling. The reflection didn't answer. It simply tilted its head, still grinning, as if it were mocking her. Panic surged in Emily's chest. She turned to leave the room, but as she did, the reflection didn't move. It stayed there, staring at her, its smile now stretching across its entire face, almost grotesquely wide. Emily rushed out of the room, the hairs on the back of her neck standing up. She ran down the hallway, her mind racing. She reached the stairs, ready to get out of the house, but she stopped. The reflection was behind her. She didn't remember walking past the mirror. She didn't even hear footsteps. But when she glanced into the hallway mirror, she saw the same grinning face staring back at her. Except this time, it wasn't a reflection. The figure in the mirror was moving, slowly inching toward her. Her breath caught in her throat as the reflection reached out, its cold fingers pressing against the glass. Emily's hands began to shake. She didn't want to look, but she couldn't stop. The figure raised a finger to its lips in a silent gesture, as if to say, "Shh." Emily's heart was racing. She couldn't breathe. The figure slowly mouthed words. "You shouldn't have come back." Terrified, she stumbled backward, her pulse pounding in her ears. She turned to run, but the moment she looked back, the figure was no longer in the mirror. It was standing right behind her.